Okay, well, we're out fishing today, as you might tell, and we're out in the beautiful sunny Port Phillip Bay, but we don't know where we are because there's pretty heavy fog around. And I've caught one fish and Cam, the cameraman's caught none so far. But I just want to tell you a little bit about our experience with Google Maps this week. If you haven't put your Google Maps entry in, you can just do it go straight to Google Maps and you can do it there. But make sure you have an accurate description tag, and in your description, make sure you put all your keywords in there, because that's what Google's going to pick up on when it looks for... Oh, Cam, you got a bite! I'm serious, you got a bite. Here, give me the camera. Sorry, Cam's got a bite.
You've got very little battery power.
I've got the very little battery power, but Google Maps, go and do it, but don't put the word Google in your description tag, because you'll get flagged like... That's the smallest fish I've ever seen.
Oh,
and look, that
little fella.
That is the smallest. Well done, Cam. And that's it for this week's show. So remember, if you have got any questions about SEO or any other thing, or
fishing,
or how to cook a very, very small fish, or if you've got any hints what to do with a small fish, we'll better put that fish back in the water. We'll see you later. Thanks, bye. Sorry about that. Before we were rudely interrupted by Cameron catching extremely small fish. One of the smallest I think I've ever seen, I might add. I was talking to you about Google Maps. Now, Google Maps. Go to Google Maps, put in all your details. Google Maps seems to be, at the moment, ranking in order of preference in vertical search, the ones that are actually in the town that you type. Like, for instance, if you were to type hairdressers Sydney, the hairdressers that are listed in Google Maps that are actually located in Sydney are going to appear first. But you might also service Sydney, or you might have Sydney in your description tag, or you might have Sydney somewhere else in your information in your Google Maps entry. You will still get listed, providing that it doesn't go further than 10. So the top 10 will always be listed. And the preference will be given to the ones that are actually in the location that's being typed in. The further out that you are, you may still be included if you have the town in there. But the ones that are actually in the town are going to go first, and then Google seems to be listing them by alphabetizing them. So hopefully they'll change that, because the last thing, of course, that we want to see in Google Maps is Aardvark Consulting being number one in Sydney. But certainly for the moment, your description tag, put in your keywords in there. Don't do what I did. I put in the word Google. Wasn't thinking. And of course, my entry's been flagged because it's one of those words that Google does not like to see in the description tags, because it's their brand, and they're going to go and look at my entry and probably tell me that I have to remove the word Google. So just keep in mind, you know, there are certain words and phrases that Google's going to look at and go, well, we need to have a closer look at that. Especially if you're talking about claims of "we are the best" and things like that. The same sort of things that get flagged in AdWords are probably going to get flagged in Google Maps. And things like claims like "we are the best" is one of those. So thanks very much for watching. Hopefully that makes sense. Hope you enjoyed the fishing. I know Cam did, and look, he did actually end up catching the biggest fish of the day. And here's a bit of that footage. And thanks, and we'll see you next time.
Cam has just caught the biggest fish of the day.
Look at that! Look at that!
I can't even see if you can see it. Look at that, there's Cam's head. There's the fish. That is a big friggin' fish, Cam. Well done. Biggest fish of the day. Bloody shit that he was catching earlier.